Tonight, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Detroit Lions taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Tonight, it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
In the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to Week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the one being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. And this one quickly to Lamb. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Here's Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you used the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
A first down carry here for Johnson. Down at the 25. The numbers for Johnson in last week's game: 19 carries, 92 yards, and a touchdown.
Nice solid showing from him last week. Didn't blow the roof off with his numbers. He certainly had a quality day and produced when called upon.
Prescott's throw there complete to Allen. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. To give up the middle to Johnson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the 3, 2nd and a yard. On play action, Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Throwing, Prescott. That's to the sideline and incomplete. So on 4th down, Prescott off, and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. And this one is right through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
And he's off to a fantastic start to the season. Already 8 touchdown passes in just his first 2 weeks of the year. Now, I don't think that's a pace he's going to be able to sustain, but at the very least, he's got this offense humming here to start things out.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. 2nd and 10. Here's Hooker to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Here's Hooker. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. 2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now Prescott. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Hooker on 1st down. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. To his left. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Credit the sack to Leighton Vander Esch. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
3rd down, Hooker looks to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. 2nd and 7. Throwing. Hooker. Looking middle, and that's complete. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Hooker's going to throw it. He'll find Williams on the slant. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
So here are the Cowboys to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the intercept plate. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Well, this defense for the Lions, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Prescott. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Up the middle, Johnson. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Prescott now. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and the Lions will take over. Detroit's offense ready to take over. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Oh, what a move. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
On 1st and 10, Hooker. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Hooker. And his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Hooker. Oh, and that is incomplete. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Dallas offense set for this next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Allen's got it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Running from the gun, Johnson. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. He gets it left side to Johnson. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Prescott now on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. Back to throw here. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete. So a couple of 1st downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
So holding on the return, and that's going to back him up to start the drive.
He was trying to get the job done correctly, just trying to clear a little space for his return.
And now off to the races down the right side. Big strides. Look at him go. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. 5-yard line. 16 more on that one and another first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Hooker. He finds his man. Complete. It's Shepard. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Hooker. It's Williams on the catch. Nine yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back to throw. Hooker. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Trying to throw again here. Hooker. This is caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Montgomery is going backwards here, all the way back to the 5-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 3rd and goal. Here's Hooker. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And his kick here is good. And that will tie us at... Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Final play of the half. Prescott. Now a screen set up for Johnson. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where you see the final score there. Bijan Robinson, well over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown run as well. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they fall in that one to the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Anthony Richardson, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City, see what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Austin Eckler, a touchdown run in the victory.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, a combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Second down and a yard. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. On third down, Hooker. That is caught, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender. Made him
what do you mean by that, Burko?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Prescott looks to throw. Now a 2nd and 2. A toss left side. Johnson. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 3rd and 3. Now Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They work now on 2nd and 9. They go to Johnson again. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the...
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Now, the offense, they had really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead is now 10-3. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. And that flag accepted. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Another run for Gibbs here. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Finding more on the out route for the completion. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Hooker from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. The time to get another look at this Cowboys offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Prescott on 1st down. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a handoff. Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Left side to Lamb. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. They go back to the ground with Johnson. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Here's Prescott. And this one quickly to Lamb. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty. 2nd and 5. They'll give up the middle to Johnson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. Throwing, Prescott. Dancing to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are closing in on a third straight victory to start the campaign. But that makes this a two-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, it's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is now 17-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And Detroit getting set to go now.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Hooker to throw on 1st and 10.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Shepard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Here's Hooker to throw it.
Over the middle, complete. That's Shepard. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
From the gun, it's Hooker.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Here's Hooker. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Hooker now on 1st down.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to...
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The busy night continues for Johnson. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Here's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup.
And he will have a Cowboys first down, and that should be that.
It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for Dallas, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.